Hi, I'm backstage at Redfest. I'm joined by James and Barney from SonicBoomSix. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, you're going to play later on. Are you excited for your set?
Absolutely, yeah. It's looking good. We were expecting mud and umfka and miserableness, and what we've got is sun, and everybody's up for it, and it looks like it's going to be a great festival.
I'm going to say it's sludgy, but it's not too bad. It's holding up.
It's nothing compared to we did 2000 Trees Festival last week, and that was biblical in its muddiness and raininess. So compared to that, this weather-wise, this is a blessing, and everyone seems to be smiling. It's good.
Everyone's pretty happy. So people who haven't seen SonicBoomSix before, what can they expect from your set later on?
Well, perfect festival band in many ways. Different, lots of different stuff going on, but it's a party. There's a message beneath the veneer of party and having a good time. But the most important thing to us is not to necessarily beat people over the head with the message. If it's the first time seeing us, we want people to feel included, and we don't want to make it want to feel like some kind of like underground club. It's an underground open air event.
You sold this well. Well done.
I thought about it for a long time before we said that.
Yeah, I was expecting this question. Okay, so this has been quite a big year for you. You've just signed to Extra Mile Recordings.
Yes.
Tell me a bit more.
Well, it's last year we recorded our. I mean, it all goes back to a few years back when our old guitarist left, and we were at a crossroads. Do we carry on, or have we got more to do? And we decided that for the good of the world, we had unfinished business, and there was music in us that it would have been a spiritual crime to let this go to waste. So we got together. We recruited James, who we knew from playing in bands that we played with. His old band had supported us, and we knew that he'd worked on production. And we recruited James because we had this vision of the original band, but maybe more further into a dance rock direction. And spent a couple of years making that happen. Went and recorded the album, and then since last year we've been looking for a label, and we had a few different suitors as it was, and it ended up with Extra Mile because we really liked the fact that there's artists on there that have kind of done what we want to do, which is to be get further into the public eye and be more a bigger band in essence, but at the same time be able to be completely loyal to your original integrity and message. Well, it's not even a case of integrity, it's just we know that what we want to do, there's certain things where if you're on a major label, they might go, oh well, that's not necessarily the most commercial decision, can we get rid of that? And we really need to be able to be, unless it's us being ourselves, we're not doing it to be a famous band, but we would like to be a big band. And it's a lot of bands will face a crossroads when they go, well, will we do that to water it down, or are we going to... with us, it was always a case of we want to maintain true to our vision, grow as songwriters, and as you grow as a songwriter, your music becomes more accessible, I think, and we just needed a label that's going to let us do that, but has a history and form of being able to, of artists that have done that, and Extra Mile was the perfect one for us. So we're looking forward to it. The album's going to be out in October, single in September, tour in November, and then onwards and upwards.
You've just covered my next question. Tell me about the single and the album coming out.
Oh well, the single coming out. James, you can tell about the single.
Hello, James.
Hello.
Hi.
Speaking about Virus, well, it's out in September. What more do you want to know?
Give me a feel. Influences or...
Oh.
Sell it.
Come on, sell it to me.
Well, I guess we've always been influenced by sort of drum and bass and jungle and that kind of electronic scene. So we wanted to write sort of a rock drum and bass song. But we kind of covered a lot of different areas with it, with the sort of structure of it and the way it's kind of all sort of flows into each other. How else can I sell it, Barney? Come on.
Well, you'll see it. We'll play it today, and it's one that people. I mean, that's one of the main things with us is letting the crowd. Not going in with too much preconceptions about what's the best song, what's not. We've always been very pragmatic. It's about what the crowd like. We've always, kept it in touch with our fans via the sort of social networks as they've sort of come out over the years. And Virus is very much. I mean, you listen to your album and you know what the top 4 or 5 songs are, but that's very much one that in the live arena. That's because we've had the luxury of being able to play pretty much the whole album over the past year in one form or another through different gigs and festivals, and Virus has been the one tune where people have come back and been like, wow, that's the tune. So it's kind of you almost get to do market research when you're playing live, and that's the tune that people have been really grabbing onto, and I think that's the tune that really represents the new sound of us, because it's got elements of kind of what we used to do and what we were known for, which was kind of mixing ska punk with drum and bass, and certain techniques that we came up to make that sound. Well, we've just taken it into a whole new dimension with Virus, and I think that we did release the first song off the album, which was for the kids in a multicultural last year, but that was I think that Virus is another leap, a further step towards a different sound, so hopefully all our previous fans will be on board with it and we can spread the whole thing out to a whole new audience, which is what the whole idea of it is.
It's always good to be playing festivals when you want to do that.
Absolutely, that's it. Festivals are our favourite kinds of gigs. It's we're definitely not the kind of band that wants to kind of shuffle around and look at the shoes and kind of use our guitars as shields. We want to get out there, push it out there, speak to everyone, be with the people, and festivals. There's nothing better when you see 1,000 people in front of you and you think, oh, 600 of them have never heard us before. We don't want to preach to the converted. We want everybody's included, and it's cool when you start a gig at a festival, which hopefully will happen today, and you'll have the diehards at the front singing the word, but then by the end you'll have a lot of people pretending to know the words but they don't, because it's the first time they've heard you, and that's the best sight to see.
It's awesome. Have you got a date for the single in the album, or is it just kind of roughly? The
album's October 15th, single will be mid-September, I can't remember the specific date. It's the 14th or the 23rd, or it's around there. It's mid-September, but the video will be hitting like scores, and hopefully it'll be on 4 Music, and the video's going to be out there hopefully towards the end of August. So we're definitely hoping that because we've that's one thing that we've really picked up on with the last single we did. It got on the music channels on the video, and you suddenly, for better or worse, open to a full new audience. And with Virus, we're determined to make a really good video that's going to represent it to its full strengths.
Awesome. I'm excited about seeing you guys. Thank you for talking to me. Have a good set. Enjoy Redfest.
Thank you.
Thank you.